has been a long period of time that we shared something about family life. So here we are. Today we have a serious topic that says uh, the future of marriage at the crossroad. What comes into your mind when you hear that? The future of marriage at the crossroad. No, some people think that marriage is just easy, the way you see. Let me just tell you before I begin. When you are dating, all those texts, marriage is not all about inboxes, it's not all about WhatsApp. You might think that the way now you are now enjoying uh, texting each other in WhatsApp calls, that is the way that you are going. Marriage is a war between the married one and the one that is entering into that marriage. So you need to prepare yourself that this is the word that I have begun. In other words, marriage is a holy thing that God gave us as a gift to mankind. So if it is a gift, how are you going to handle this marriage? So it is well known that fact that two grown-ups, men or women of the same forever under one roof without fight. It is like connecting positive to positive. You cannot just connect positive to positive. That is what I mean, that you cannot connect man to man, all negative to negative. You cannot connect a woman to a woman. The reason why God did not create another man uh, for Adam, but a woman, in order for it to work, a man must marry a woman so that both becomes husband and wife. And that's why the scripture is telling us that umuntu ntakore ki umuntu natige ise na nyina erinde babwatane na mukae erinde babeke entekemo babe omusajja n'omukungu oyo orege entekemo, that a man will leave his father and his mother so that they can become together. They become one and they are called a wife and a husband. So I don't know, you can say that how comes that we have gays? We have gays, those people who good, the same gender. That is not what God created. Even our God created Adam and Eve. He never created Adam. He never created Eve and Eve. He actually created Adam and Eve. That is why we see that God never created Adam. Created a man for Adam, but a woman. In order for a marriage to work, a man must marry a woman so that both become husband and wife. But there is a difference. We need to understand here. There is a difference between a man and a husband, or a woman and a wife. Not all men are husbands. Women are wives for a reason. It is a new office to be a husband and wife. As such, there are criteria required to fulfill that office successively. So it is not all men that become husbands. It is not all women that can become wives. So there is a criteria there. So the demeanor you are before marriage must change. Things change. Let me say something. You know, women have some like seven changes. Number one, the woman that you found, I was a girl, now I become a lady, I have become a woman. From woman, I'm becoming a mother. From mother, now I'm becoming mothers of mothers. So there is some changes, things that I was doing while I was a girl. I'm not doing it because I am a mother of mothers. So we change. Before marriage, must change to become a husband and a wife. Unfortunately, most people do not want to change what they were doing while in the office of just being a man or woman. They still want to continue to behave the same way. When they are married, once you are married, you are no longer your parents' responsibility. Number one, that is another thing that we need to put our mind for those youths that want to enter into marriage. When you want to enter into marriage, that means that you are capable of taking yourself and taking care of the man that you are going to get married to. The same case to that man. Now you are his responsibility. You are not your parents' is responsibility anymore, but your spouse as a husband. It is your responsibility husband. When you read the scripture, that is the book of Ephesians 5:25. The Bible tells us that husbands love your wives. There is nowhere in the scripture that the Bible told us that wives love your husband. The scripture says it is a command to all husbands that husbands love your wives. And then when you read downwards, it says that in the wives obey your husband. So our responsibility as so as our responsibility is helpers is to obey and submit to our husbands. So and God made it clear that the husband is the head of his wife. There is nothing is going to change that. No matter how rich you are, no matter how educative you are, as long as you accepted to marry that man, your money doesn't mean that now because you earn a lot of money. Now you are going to say that now because I'm the one who provide everything in this house, I'm the head. No, the man is the head of the family. God made a man to be the head of you as a wife, and you as a wife, you are the neck. Let me say that you are the neck. There is something I want to say here. Men, marry your what? Marry your. There's something I want to say. Marry somebody who is your what? Oh, mtu ambaye ni wa kiwango chako. The person that you can be able to manage. You cannot say that. Maybe it can happen that you marry somebody who is educative, who has work, and you don't have, and this person can respect you. But it is 98% that the person that you are going to marry that earn a lot of money, you are going to serve. Marry somebody who is, like I can say, tafuta pesa yako. As a man, tafuta pesa yako. And also, make sure you provide family. Don't just say that now because my wife is working. Let me see. That wife will just turn that marriage into hell. You are going to be a maid in that house. When you look about some people, for those women that God has not been with them, you find that now they have turned men to do what? To be to be what? To be the housemates of the family because they earn a lot. Now you can hear that wash these utensils, cook, do this and this. Of course you can do, but not such that you find that there is some manner. So I think you are getting my point where I'm actually going to. What I'm saying is that um, uh, our God made it clear that the husband is the head of his wife. So before we even go to other responsibilities, the question we all must answer: are we still together here? The next part, God establishes the function of a husband and wives. So we have the functions of a husband and wives. So when you look about here, is whereby we see that we have responsibility as wife, we have responsibility as husbands. In other words, uh, here is whereby we see that, and eventually of the subsequent children in a home. I can talk more on each later, but later now, from the beginning, we see God's order being questioned. No wonder marriages fail because right from the get go, either we have one husband with another husband and his body called a wife, or a wife with another wife in man is body called a husband. Order according to the manufacturer, that is God. According to our God, we will continue to struggle with marriages if we cannot understand this, that the man is the head of the family, we are the helper. And then you cannot get married by a woman, or you cannot get married by a man and a man. And let me tell you, we women, we cannot be alone. We cannot make it. We need men in our lives, and also men need us in their lives. Wacha hao watu ambao wanasema kuwa that I can make it without a man. Of course we can make it, but men are important to us. Go ask for those people who are married. They will tell you that men are the best in what? In marriages. A husband and a wife are to work together what they accumulate. For example, let's talk about money, food, roads. We have what we call wealth and children. We have debt and credit. When you look about these things that I have mentioned, must be presented to both of them. The husband and wife will discuss how to spend, arrange, and pay forward for the benefits of the family, and at the leadership. When you look about the leadership in the family of a man with support and supervision of a wife to achieve the goals, the husband has and all presented to his wife that will uplift the socio-economic and health of the family as one unity. So there is something that I hear some ladies say that my money is my money, but my husband is ours. That is not working for the marriage that God has ordained. The marriage that has been, the scripture says that a man shall leave his family, and a woman also shall leave his family. They together, join together. Remember, these are two people. When they come together, join together, they become one body and one family. So it means that everything that I have belongs to my man. Everything that my man has belongs to me. So there is nothing that we can say that my money, my money is my money for my husband is ours. It is like this. My money is ours, and the man of my man is also ours. That is how it should be. So when you look about there, we see that we need provision of the wife. Also, uh, the husband has and all presented to his wife that will uplift the socio-economic and health of the family as one unity. Together to this harmony requires both husband and wife being tuned with their own spouse, and no one must come with selfish ambitions but be each other's interest and keeper. So you see, when you see here, a man has physical strength, aggressive demeanor, strong willed attitude, and faith in his future goals and plans. A man sees things differently. Pair me with this. A man sees things differently from a woman because of his upcoming role as a husband. And when you look about here, when a man looks things differently, when it is coming to his role, in the same way, a woman may not have physical strength, but God gave her physically pure, gentle voice and appearing nature to disarm a physically strong man. So the only weapon a woman has that can succeed in bringing a man down is in her feminine. Pair with me this. So when you become a woman can succeed in bringing a man down in his in a position. In all history, women rarely beat men physically. I'm not saying that now they beat them this and this. Now slap me, I slap you. No, they beat them physically, but through their feminine position of countless times. God did this intentionally. So husband and wife can work and live together forever and at each other. So there is something I wanna say. When it comes to husband and if you are not ready for the marriage, it is better that you do what? Uh, you just be single. Stay at your home, at your parents' place, because marriage doesn't want those people who are weak. It actually needs those people who do what? Who are prepared psychologically, physically, mentally, because there is ups and downs. You don't think that those expectations that you have, I know when you are a youth, you can say that when I will get married, I'm going to do this, I'm going to have this, or when my wedding is going to come, we are going to be given this gift, this and this. And then when the reality comes, you will find that there is nothing like it. Is not bad to have that focus or that vision like we are going to have this and this. But marriage is not for the weak. You need to prepare yourself. You need to put God for. Actually, you need to invite God to be your foundation from start, from zero to upward. And when you find some youths when they enter into courtship, you find that now they didn't invite God to their courtship so that God can guide them, tell them that this is your choice, this is your partner, or this is not your partner. You find now when things are backfiring, that is the time that you rush to God and you just say that God, this is not what I prayed for. I never prayed for a woman like this. I never wanted this. Just start praying God as you have started this journey and everything is gonna work. May God be with you. Let's meet next time. God willing. Mungu awabariki na mkuwe na jioni njema. Bye bye.